talked about me sharing some stories with you so you could have some ideas for some movies. I'm a little apprehensive about sharing some stories. I don't want to give you I don't want you to think it's cool, because it wasn't. And it's affected me in life, you know. But I'll tell you a few things here. We'll start out with one here tonight. And we'll see where it leads. This song is playing. It's called No Quarter by Zeppelin, 1973. Kind of a spooky, creepy song, which fits most of my stories. So I thought for a couple of days on which one to start with, because there's so many. Some are so bad that I don't even know if I'll tell you. Other ones are good. We'll see where we get. Turn this music up a little bit. That's better. I was going through the TV. Alright. Figure out how to start this one here. This story started in 11th grade, which would have been 1978. There was a dry spell at school where there was no weed around. I was one of the first ones to get some, of course. But the quality wasn't that good. But I told everyone, you know, the quality isn't that good. I lowered the price. And everybody was happy with it, except for one guy. He had his bag all day. End of the day comes around. He wants to give me his bag back and me to give him his money back. He'd been smoking out of it all day. And nobody else had complained. And I said, no, you know. I got pissed off. He's bigger than me. Next morning, out of the parking lot where I made a lot of my money. Morning. Used to love his burger alley in the morning and then go to vocational school. Made a lot of money. Next morning, vocational school, he calls me out. Gotta kick my ass, you know, over a $20 bill. And everybody else was happy with their bags. So, you know, he's gonna take me out. He's coming up at me and all my friends circled it out in the parking lot there. He knew, you know, if he punched me, he was going to get taken down hard. So he didn't do it, but he pointed at me. He said, I'll get you. Well, next year went by, senior year. I quit getting high because your grandpa, my dad, died of cancer. And I gave him that last year. He was alive. I was clean. So when he went to his grave, I was clean, and I gave him that. But then, you know, he passed. Spring came. I had a motorcycle. I was out of school, working, and you know, I got bored. Started getting high again, and went to a party out in Mecca, I think. You know, it wasn't my area. I was Weathersburg, born, you know. So there was none of my boys. Just the one guy that I went with. And we were eating these, what was called Blue Racers, which is a down and stronger than a red, or just as strong, you know. And we're at a keg party. You know, we're 19, stoned out of my mind, and I see this guy and a couple of his friends that are pointing me out. And I'm stoned, you know, my buddy, he is too. I got this sick, so I go outside to my car. I'm bent over, puking my guts out. And I hear, "Hey, you remember me?" I look up, and I get a boot to the face, man. Bam! Nodding hard, too. And, you know, my glasses flew, and it just like an explosion in my head. And I grabbed the steering wheel and pulled myself back up. Bam! Boot to the face again. And he grabbed me by the collar, you know, pulled me out of the car. And he wanted that $20, you know? Plus, he wanted to kill me. This is the only time this ever happened to me. That was humiliating as hell. Made me grab my wallet, open it up, and took, you know, I think I had $15 on me or 20 or something. He took it. And then he continued to pound on me. And he wasn't going to stop. And, you know, he was going to take me, I think, you know, would have ended up in the woods dead. The guy that was riding with me was standing next to the car, and he started to try to help me, and all his buddies circled him. Well, my keys are in the car, and I'm getting pummeled, man. I'm pummeling. You know, he's fucking me up. And I saw the only chance I had was to start that car up and go, and leave my friend there. I had a 69 Skylark 350 posi traction. It was like Thanksgiving time. The yards were muddy, it was raining. I hit that ignition and I hit that gas, and I scattered people, man. They hopped in their car. There was a 78 Monte Carlo. And by the time I got to the end of the road, to the stop sign, they had cut in front of me and cut me off. I mean, I'm beat up, bloody, knocked senseless practically. I put it in reverse. Look, there's a big yard there. Dropped it down into the driveway, and I punched it, man, down through the mud and out onto the road. It took off after me. I didn't even know where I was. 90, 100 miles an hour. Finally, I think we had to bypass at some point, somehow. We're 100, 120, and they are right on my ass. And they must have had something in the car, rocks. I don't know what it was. But either that, or maybe they were hitting my car with a baseball bat. I don't know. They were hitting my car with something. I left dents in it and shit. And I mean, both of our cars are the same speed. We're 120 miles an hour at least, and we're coming up on this steel truck in my lane. And I see an exit ramp to the right, which went down into Warren. And I knew the only way to get away with it was to fake them out, and I just kept it punched, and they kept it punched. And I got coming up on the back of that steel truck at 120, he's going 55, and at the last second, I fucking veered off the fucking exit, and they couldn't make the turn. You know, I hit this exit, 35-mile exit, at 100 at least. I got it shut down, and ended up on East Market Street in Warren, bloody, all fucked up. And I still hadn't wrecked the car or nothing. Made it all the way out to Grandma's there on 534. And I went to pull in the driveway, and we still had ditches then, and pine trees, and I missed the driveway, went through the ditch, ran over the pine tree, and, you know, made a hell of a sound. Pulled in, landed on the basketball court, parked the car and walked in, and Mom, you know, Grandma, was sitting there reading her Bible, and she looked up and she said, "What happened to you? Who beat you up?" You know, all messed up. And I just looked at her and I said, "Don't worry about it." And I went to bed. And woke up the next morning, you know, all caked in blood, and Your mom's wanting to know what's going on. That guy that was with me, he's wanting. Everybody wanted to know if I was alive or not. I said, yeah, I'm alive. I got your coat in my car. And that was one crazy night, one story that I will share with you for now. There will be more. But this isn't the way you want to live, buddy. I make a good movie, though. Peace.